we're finally back home. Choose to sit down just by the window and watch the rain. Mara sits right next to me, of course.
Do you wear black for any particular reasons? All your clothes are black.
I just like black. Where'd this come from?
It's not just the black clothes. I mean, I wouldn't say you're completely gothic, but you're definitely kind of gloomy. But you're a good person deep down, I think.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just happen to like that coat a lot, okay? An old friend gave it to me. Don't you like it?
Not exactly, but it fits you. Actually, everything about you fits. You're black, coats, police, seem kind of bleak, listen to electronic music. You almost look like you came out of a novel.
And I'd like to know which novel you came from.
The mechanic called me a monster. Do you think he was a believer?
I don't know. We don't have many believers in this district, but you never know. Shouldn't think about it too much. The important thing is that we managed to leave that place safe and sound. Well, kind of. What about you? Do you believe in God?
Never really thought about it, but I also thought you didn't really have to believe in a God to be a believer.
That's right, although there's always a concept that takes its place. For example, the humanist God is the human body. Of course, that's in a very romanticized way.
I don't think I could have humanism as my religion.
You're kind of a walking anti-humanist symbol.
Yeah, you've been surrounded by that for your entire life. I think I'm starting to understand why you're so interested in learning about me.
I've never really given that a thought, but maybe it is one of the reasons. Until now, every new android generation would just agree with humanists. Actually, androids are just a copy of a human, a mere expansion of the human race.
If you learn something about me, I want you to tell me.
Alright.
So, if you don't have any believers in this district, who's that mister with a cone over his head who had posters everywhere?
This cone mister is our prime minister, working under the emperor. He's very close to the royal family, but deep down he's yet another ultra-humanist politician. Thankfully, the previous government got everything done regarding android protection laws, so you're safe, don't worry.
So, what are my rights?
You don't have any. It's more like people have to respect my rights as your owner.
Guess that'll have to suffice for now.
You've no other choice, sadly. My bed's still unmade, so I just flop onto it. Mara checks the fridge. I think she's gonna cook something. I can hear noises and police sirens outside, so I look out of the window to see what's going on.
What happened?
It's the Velta Labs van. It crashed.
An accident?
No, you rarely hear about accidents when it comes to Velta, but I don't really care about it, to be honest.
There's barely anything in the fridge. I'm gonna cook an egg. It's the only thing that hasn't expired in it yet. Do you want one?
Sure. Sit and look at her while she cooks. I'd help her, but I think I'd only get in her way. It's kind of weird. Mara reminds me more of a roommate instead of an android, like Elaine was. I get goosebumps every time I remember that she's just a machine, and it bothers me. Having to deal with so many androids at work has affected me deeply, and now I find it hard to enjoy their company. But, have to admit, whoever programmed Mara's a genius. No matter the situation, she always reacts in a real way. She's probably even too human for this district, in which everyone acts according to a set of rules and policies, myself included. She's done. Mara brings 2 boiled eggs sitting on a pair of spoons, careful not to lose balance. Why did you bring them like that? They're gonna fall.
If I take them with my hands, I'm gonna burn myself.
That's why you have to dunk them in cold water before peeling them, or you could have used a bowl.
You only have 2 and they're dirty.
A cup?
Dirty, all of them.
Before she can give me my egg, she takes a bite out of it. Hey, out of my egg!
It's not too hot.
Hey, Give me the other one then.
That one's mine, but you can take a bite if you want.
She puts it in front of my face. I take a bite, but it scorches my mouth. Ah, it's burning.
That's why I bit yours.
She blows on her egg until it gets cold. We finish our meal in complete silence. I'm not sure a single egg qualifies as a meal, but I guess when times call for it. I feel uncomfortable. She stares at me the whole time.
Was it good?
I mean, it was just an egg.
Again?
It was delicious, thank you.
Why don't you help me clean up the dishes? That way I won't struggle with the spoons.
I nod. It only takes a few minutes when we do it together. My sink's very small, so I can't have too many dirty dishes even if I try. Oh, it's so cute! After changing my clothes, I give Mara a brand new toothbrush. Makes me think, Mara, have you showered since you came here? Do you need to take baths too?
Of course I do.
What sponge did you use?
Yours.
She sneaks under my arm once I get closer. Do you really have to be there? Can't you wait?
No.
After that awkward moment, we head to the futon in silence. Can't sleep. I was completely out within 10 minutes. Quietly get up and walk over to my terminal. Seems that Yoko's online. Choose to enter with my avatar. I know she prefers this over text. Yoko?
What's up, Sela? How's the android?
That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Why don't you tell me more about her manufacturing process? She acts too human-like.
Don't you like it? I thought you were sick of robots being so cold and repetitive.
Yeah, but still, I think it's weird. Why would anyone build an android without any real purpose?
Of course she's got a purpose. What she does with the 4th generation couldn't be human, you know?
So you knew. Even so, she's still a bunch of code. Really well-programmed one, but code nonetheless, right?
I know what? She's living with you so you can have a friend, nothing else. Didn't you buy her for that reason?
I find it hard to be her friend. Every time I remember that she acts that way only because she's following her rules. I don't know. I don't like it. I know it's all fake.
What if I told you she's an android?
What if I never told you she's an android? I think there's more than enough important stuff that you didn't tell me.
So with all these questions, you want to return her?
How did you get Mara, Yoko?
I told you I can't say. I don't think telling you will fix any of your problems anyway, right?
You're right, because you stole her from Velta Labs, and there's no way I can fix something like that.
I don't know what you're talking about. You can't trust her just because she's an android? Don't you think there's another reason for that?
What else could it be?
You always had a really fragile self-esteem, you know?
Don't change the subject.
Can't talk about it right now. Gotta go.
Don't think you're getting out of this. I will see you very soon.
Don't start it. Good night.
I log off the HoloNet. Maybe Yoko's right, and I'm just overthinking. I've been paranoid for years, and it's only gotten worse ever since they demoted me. Maybe this whole thing over who built Mara or why they did isn't such a big deal, but I can't stop thinking about it. I need to sleep. I'll think about this tomorrow. It's too much for me. Haven't been involved in a situation like this in a really long time, and I don't think I'm ready for it. Oh no, what the hell does this stand for? Oh no. Oh no. When the soul suffers too much, it develops a taste for misfortune. Wow. I can't sleep. It's barely been an hour since I went to lay down on my bed. Still worried. Ugh. I wouldn't be thinking about any of this if I hadn't trusted Yoko in the first place. Mara's still asleep. I'll leave her alone. I decide to grab a snack and get myself dressed. Seems that she's waking up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Is something wrong?
Huh? No, it's nothing. Did you want some breakfast?
No, it's still dark. Why are you up at this hour?
Can't keep this up. I need to know what's going on. Something came up at work. I'll come back soon.
It's Sunday. Come back to bed.
It's my job. Go back to sleep. Mara plops down on the futon again and closes her eyes. Perfect. I rummage through my desk until I find my old Velta pass. Hope it still works. What in the actual fuck are you about to do? Leave my house and take a train to the police station. Get in from the parking lot so nobody notices me and head to the armory. Guards are quite drowsy. They recognize me, but they don't bother to ask what I'm doing. I take one of the thermoptic camo outfits and head over to Velta's laboratories. It's raining. Outfit isn't as effective in rainfall. Need to get inside. Oh shit. Sick. Trucks seem to be constantly getting in and out, so I sneak in once they open the gates. 2 guards are gonna pass by with a metal detector. Need to wait until they do. So one of the armored trucks that left the lab was attacked by some sort of terrorist group. The thing is, the police went there and get this. Now there's rumors floating about that they were carrying child androids. Hey, are you trying to get us fired? It's a load of shit, don't believe it. But they never allow us to see what's inside the trucks. Don't you think it's kind of fishy? No. I just know that Velta's into some really shady stuff. And then there's that other thing. What kind of terrorist group has enough power to actually attack a Velta armored truck? Usually have a bunch of escorts. The manager hears you. Move your ass. Patrol isn't over yet. Okay. If they ever attack this place instead of the trucks, I hope we're not on the same shift. Once both guards get the fuck out of my way, finally get a chance to sneak inside the plant. I know the facilities pretty well, so I know exactly where they'd keep stuff if they'd rather have hidden. Make my way downstairs until I reach the bottom of the building. Elevator doors open and a group of guards emerge. Security down here seems to be tighter. Follow the guards until they reach a wall with a computer. They turn around at the corner, but I stay put. Make sure nobody's around and swipe my card. It works! That's questionable security. It's pitch black, so I access the computer and turn on the lights. They have a lot of files here. Click. It seems to be some kind of incubation area. I suppose the new creations spend their last development stages here. Nobody around, but it's likely that they've got security cameras, so I need to hurry. Connect to one of the terminals and take a look at the data. Every single subject has a serial number, name, and recipient address. There are different Velta facilities all over the Empire. I know some of them. They never stopped their research about self-development in androids. They just kept it a secret. Check every capsule. Each and every android is already in their adult stages. Did they find a way to stop the constant thirst for growth and knowledge they experience? If they did, it'd probably be a mistake to destroy all the progress Velta made. After all, science does require testing. However, highly doubt they're doing this solely for the sake of scientific progress. They definitely have a hidden agenda. They won't turn them into blue-collar workers, I'm sure of that. Current androids are already perfect slaves. Walk over to another computer. At first glance, this one seems to be empty of any files, and that piques my curiosity. There's something different here. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. Oh. Incubator's off. Lights. Oh, I can't even turn the lights off? Yeesh. Fine. Stickler. Sheesh. Okay, well, that I'm gonna check last. Incidents. No incidents. Okay, sure. Access denied. I can't fucking look at anything. Black seeds. Today we carried out the last test using black seeds, which had an 87% success rate. 27% above the results required for the satisfactory completion of the project. Sampling the required data will be sent to Velta's production lines for mass production. It's estimated that using this improved black seed model, the terraformation project will be completed within the next 20 years. New prothopam. Ability of prothopam to act as a selective partial agonist of serotonin receptors, and even as a complete antagonist if combined with other drugs such as alcohol, slightly increased. Psychedelic effects have been minimized, and it's somewhat less stimulating and positive as long as it's taken in the right doses. Low doses that... Hoi! Hey! Rude. Log me back in. I hit the fucking scroll wheel to try to fucking... I thought that... There is a scroll. I guess I'm not allowed to use a scroll wheel. Sheesh, sorry. Psychedelic effects minimized, somewhat less stimulating and positive as long as it's taken in the right doses. Low doses, the stimulant and compliance effects predominate, and the psychedelic effects only increase at higher doses. Wait a fucking minute. Is that the fucking drug that they have us on? Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Effects take longer to appear than in previous version after intake, which may take 1 to 2.5 hours to take effect. Inhalation can be more painful than other substances. Effects take 5 to 7 minutes to appear. Recommended that they're administered orally or sublingually. Added effect at the request of Mr. Synergia. Drug now has an increased reduction in fatigue, so it may allow the user to go on for a longer number of hours without sleep. Spending too many hours without rest could cause a sudden collapse. The user will not notice any fatigue while taking the medication. May also cause insomnia. Yeah, that's definitely what they have us on. 2 of the 78 subjects taking part in the Teleco project have been classified as successful. Although not all the subjects have died in the tests, these 2 are the only ones who have the full list of capabilities added after the modification of the genetic code and the injections of artificial nano-organizers in addition to the new strain of protocells. Added capabilities are regeneration at cellular level of tissue, organ, structure, and even the whole body. Structural, physiological shape changes, hormonal control and modification, voluntary activation of genes and modulation of DNA transcription, voluntary release of super fast-acting testosterone, almost immediate transition between type... is that 11 or 2? 2B type 2... whatever. Muscle fibers. Cool. Accelerated learning in muscle tissue, improved improved coordination between fibers, immediate redistribution and transformation of proteins and fats, voluntary reinforcement of bone density and tissue structures, capacities already found in subjects of the Witch series. Yo, wait a minute. We got witches out here? Yo, wait a minute. Since these subjects have achieved control of all these added capabilities but are not able to use them to their full potential, they will be classified as prototelicos. Witch! No, they abandoned! No, don't abandon the Witch Project. After the data and research from the Witch Project were brought to light, all the staff are being transferred to work on the Project Teleco. Teleco seems to be more promising than Witch. The latter's research is being completely cancelled. Wow, rude. Project Chrysalis. Preparations to begin the revival of Project Chrysalis have been completed, and staff will be transferred to the new facilities within 2 months. The new semi-organic bodies resulting from the research in the Synergia project. Wee. It will be a matter of moving the information from a human brain rather than copying it, thus keeping the consciousness intact. Once the neurons have been transplanted, constant levels of cell regeneration must be maintained, and the new brain must be prevented from aging. Denied. Bitches. Denied. Let me in. Bastards. What is even the fucking point of you? I mean, I guess we got to read all these, but still. This is so clearly fucking important. Fine. Mara, I have one of these androids living in my house. Just what did you get me into, Yoko? Other than that, I can only find some information about their hardware and nothing that proves they're the same Mara that I already know. Hear a noise behind me. So you're telling me the lights turned on by themselves? Yeah, and you can check the security camera feed if you've got any doubts. Hope the androids didn't have anything to do with it, haha. While they leave the door open, I take the opportunity to sneak out of the room without anyone noticing. Take the same path I used before to exit the building. Easy. Instead of going back home, I head to Yoko's shop, still wearing the camo outfit. Shop's closed, but the lights are on. Walk closer and slam on the shutters until Yoko rolls them up and lets me in. Who the fuck? Sela? What you doing here at these hours? And what's with that get-up, huh? 3 other figures are with her. One of them is wearing her gang's typical red clothes, probably her underling. I can't see the other 2. I try to look at their faces, but they stay in the dark. One of them whispers something to Yoko before leaving the store. How could you sell me a stolen Velta android? Did you know that she has a singularity? Do you even realize the kind of trouble I just got into thanks to you? Yoko's minion approaches me, but she stops her. Chill, it's Sela. I've told you about her before. Leave us alone. Yes, ma'am. What the fuck is Project Mara? How did you know? I knew it. I was sure you knew about it. What the hell is wrong with you? Why did you have an illegal android? And why did you sell her to me without saying anything? Well, it's a long story. I know you'll understand if you hear me out. Go ahead then. Tell me why I shouldn't just arrest you right now. Oh, did you come to arrest me? Oh. Of course not. But still, explain yourself. It all happened around a week ago. Someone reached out to me, some kind of hacker from the LSE. Hacker from the Rebel Army. Great, I feel so much safer now. They might even sentence us to death for working with the enemy. This is great. The thing is, he asked me for help attacking a Velta truck. At first I didn't accept his offer, but he convinced me that he'd divert the convoy from their route. And that's what happened. The attack went good and we stole 4 androids. I looked around the truck and they were carrying pods with androids inside. I thought they'd be fancy 5th generation ones. All I had to do was forge a license and then I could sell them on the black market. Why am I not surprised? We took a capsule to my store and I opened it up to see how it looked, and then the hacker talked to me about Project Mara, some kind of controlled singularity, but I don't really know anything else. You sold her to me even though you knew she had singularity. But it ain't a bad thing, just listen to me. It seems that Velta was working on singularity even after the 4th gen disaster, but with a different approach. They call it synthetic intelligence. Just think of it like a baby. They don't know anything. They act like other people because they mirror what they see. That's exactly what the machines are doing. The problem is the baby eventually stops imitating and starts to develop their own ideas because their mind ain't limited to a specific purpose, kind of. But what if an android was able to create their own data? You give them the ability to learn, that's it. You let them grow and just learn like any other human. I know what singularity is. I just don't get how Velta managed to control it. Velta created a brain, an empty brain that's exactly like a human's with the same limits -1 learning speed. Then they hired actors, simulated an entire environment, and let her grow. They shaped her personality just like a parent shaping their own kids, teaching her instead of adding the data themselves. While Mara learned what she needed, they gradually moved her from one body to another so they could emulate a growth process. They've been developing a perfect human replica for years. So Mara's memories weren't implanted in her brain, but are actually hers? She had to learn everything she knows? Yeah, they have a simulation room out of the city. All their androids got there to learn. Even if everything you just told me was true and Velta somehow managed to create androids with actual souls, what is the point? How does it benefit them? I don't know, but it's impossible to hack their biobrains. I'm sure that's why. I think I know enough. So what am I supposed to do now with this android? Sela, Mara's just like a human. She thinks and feels just like one. Do exactly what you do with any other human. What? Sure, close enough. Mara has a license. I gave her one from my other androids, and she's completely legal, so they won't find out. So just chill, yeah? hang on. I get why you stole her, but why did you have to give her to me? And those Velta workers. I know you really well, Yoko. You're hiding something. I couldn't sell an android like her, and I couldn't keep her in the storage room forever either. I ain't forcing you to leave me. You can just do whatever you want. Whatever. You're a lost cause. Suddenly remember Mara's gonna wake up completely alone, and if what Yoko just told me is true, then I haven't been treating her too well. Still amazed, though. It's incredible that they managed to keep working on the 4th generation, and even more, despite everything that happened. They were successful. So she's basically like a person. Yeah, anyway, what are you gonna do? Do you mind if I stay at your place tonight? What about Mara? She can take care of herself. I just need some time to think about this, and I don't think I can do it there. I'm sure she'll leave you alone if you ask her. Please, Yoko. Alright, let's go home then. About time to close. Yoko lives right above the shop. We just need to take some small stairs and walk to the building located on top of the store. Take an elevator. It's huge and definitely top of the line. Wow. We arrive at her apartment. It's about the same size as mine, but definitely nicer. I won't wear pajamas. Yoko's are way too small and feel tight on me. Besides, it's been a while since I was able to sleep in the nude. You're gonna sleep like that? You don't really mind, do you? You know it's more comfortable to sleep like this with my prosthetic arm. I don't mind. I don't mind. I mean, I do, but not in a bad way. Mara sleeps with me at home, so it's embarrassing to not wear anything to bed. It's fine. Wear whatever you want. Can I turn on the TV? That's why I came here to watch TV? I just need some background noise. Okay, so tell me, what are you gonna do with Mara? Well, nothing, I guess. I can't simply throw her away at this point. It's just, this whole thing is so weird. I mean, don't have to pretend she's not a machine. She is one. Just accept that an android can be fully conscious and feel exactly like a human does. That's it. I noticed something about her. It's not like she acts like a human. She goes way beyond that. Well, Mara's probably the first android with actual feelings in human history. It's normal to find it weird. We don't know what's going on in her head. It's incredible that Velta managed to run those experiments in secret for so long. I'm glad, in a way. You know, trusted moral sense. You're not one to talk. I'll remind you that you aren't exactly a model citizen. What I mean is, if Mara is actually a part of the latest generation of androids, pretty much human and with a controlled singularity, in the end, then maybe all those experiments were really worth it. That's what I've been saying for years. You finally agree with me. But creating an android with a soul seemed impossible just a few years ago. Even now, I'd find it hard to believe if it weren't for the fact that I live with one. And she ain't gonna be the last one. You always talked about how everything would change in the future. Did you forget about it? Yes, but you know what happened after they prohibited any advances in singularity research? Thought we'd never see an android with actual feelings. I was wrong. Now that you finally accepted it, please take care of Mara. I gave her to you because I knew you'd keep her safe, and it wouldn't surprise me if Velta was looking for her. It's fine if you take her outside or even if they see her, but if something strange happens or they try to take her away, give me a call. Fine. You know, I miss sleeping here. It's been a while since the last time I came. We used to spend a lot of time together. The pause in that sentence is suggestive. We used to do so many things together back then. You haven't changed at all. So who's the new victim of your urges? Stop Mara's into it. You can do whatever you want. She's anatomically correct, in case you didn't know. Who knows? Maybe she even has a crush on you. Come on, don't be stupid. Poor thing lived with the same big family her whole life, you know? I wouldn't find it weird if she fell in love with her sweet, caring mistress. Whatever. Sex with androids is illegal anyway. Nothing is really illegal as long as nobody knows. What's legal or not is relative, so who cares? If Mara's self-aware and you sold her and now I'm her owner, Does that make us slavers? No way, but still you should start treating her like a human instead of a machine. I'll try, but for now I'm going to sleep.
I think you can't just accept that you like Mara. You've grown attached to her.
That's dumb. No matter how human she acts, I wouldn't fall in love with a machine. That's stupid. Who would do that?
It's not like you get to choose something like that, you know?
Let's just talk about something else.
Whatever, you know I'm right.
By the way, Mara broke her hearing mechanism. Okay, wording it like that is so rude. You make it sound like she did it when really this is kind of your fault. Don't ask how. I can't simply take her to some mechanic, but I don't have the tools I need to fix her myself.
You're right. I know one person who might have what you need, but you need to go to the slums around the docks right by the sewers.
Can you tell me who it is? Because everyone there is either a mugger, a beggar, or part of a gang.
Just be careful around him and everything's gonna be fine. He's the only one who can sell you these super rare pieces. You don't really have a choice. His catch though, you gotta bring Mara with you or he'll straight up refuse to sell anything. And keep an eye on him.
That doesn't instill a whole lot of fucking confidence, my guy, but fine. After talking about Yoko's latest shenanigans with her gang for a few minutes, we lied down on her bed and drifted off to sleep soon after. Blood! No. Oh dear, what the fuck is this Synergia shit gonna be? Every existing thing is born without reason, prolongs itself out of weakness, and dies by chance. All these quotes are kind of fucking downers. It's dawn. Yoko invites me to stay for breakfast, but I decide to head home instead. Hope Mara's okay. I feel bad about leaving her alone, but I needed some time to think things over before I could spend more time with her. If she actually feels something, I don't want to treat her like a machine. That's good. I arrive at my house, but Mara's nowhere to be seen in the bedroom. I see some light coming from the bathroom, so I open the door and take a look inside. Mara's right there, taking a bath, eyes closed. When she hears the door, she looks up to me, and her face flushes bright red. Can't help but stare.
What are you doing? Get out!
Whoops. Walk out of the bathroom and slam the door shut. I don't know what just happened to me. This isn't my first time seeing her naked, and like I know she's just an android, but still. Open the door again. Girl! Mara's now out of the bathtub, wrapping a towel around her body. Oh, you pervert! What the fuck are you doing? Girl, what are you doing? For real? Walk up to her, almost as if something was pushing me. I can feel my heart hammering wildly. My arm reaches out to her and I rest my hand over her chest. Mara drops the towel as soon as she feels my touch. She's warm and I can feel her heart beating. Everything about her seems so real, so perfect. I look up right into her eyes. Everything in the world apart from us vanishes as I stare into them. I've felt this before. No, I already learned my lesson. Won't happen again. Can't let it happen again. Turn around and hastily walk out the door, looking down the entire time. Close the door and lean against it. Poor Mara is just like, what the fuck is happening? Just get dressed already. After a few minutes, Mara comes out of the bathroom fully dressed, although her hair is still damp. What the fuck was that? I'm sorry. We both stay quiet for a few seconds.
Where were you?
At Yoko's. I wanted to talk to her. Don't dare to look into each other's eyes until a few seconds pass.
I was worried.
I'm sorry. Hey, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it?
It's about your past. I mean, you're completely aware that you're an android, but how did they explain it to you? Mara relaxes and lets out a sigh at my question. Seems like she's almost disappointed.
Dad told me. He gave me this long story about how I was different to humans.
And they didn't say anything about you being a special kind of android?
No. Am I?
Could say you're rare and it wouldn't be nearly enough to describe you. You're unique.
Thank you.
Like you actually feel something when you look at me, don't you?
Well, yes. What about you?
See, that's the problem.
Problem?
I mean, it's not like an actual problem. Fuck. What I'm trying to say is that other androids don't feel anything, ever.
Oh, you were talking about that. How do you know? I've talked to plenty of androids, and to me it seemed like they could feel. A lot of them, actually.
They just emulate it. They don't actually feel anything. But you actually do, I think.
Does it really matter?
Of course it does. That's what sets humans apart from mindless, soulless machines.
Still, I don't think it really changes anything.
It changes everything. If somebody forces you to make a choice, then it means you didn't really make it yourself, so it's basically a lie.
Either way, I'm glad that you think I'm special.
My stomach grumbles. Completely forgot how long I've gone without food. That reminds me, I forgot to take the camo outfit back to the station. Uh-oh. I left it at Yoko's house. Doubt I'll ever see that again. Mara's now staring at my bookshelf, looking for a specific book. What do you want?
Do you have a cookbook?
Mara grabs my hand and takes me to the kitchen. I open a drawer under the countertop and take out a tiny book, completely covered in dust. This was already here when I moved in. Mara reads through the pages, looking for a recipe we can make with the few ingredients I have in the house.
A spaghetti bolognese, without meat. You don't have any kind of meat.
So, spaghetti. Did we really need a cookbook for that?
Do you know how to cook it?
No, not really. Elaine always cooked for me. I grab a cooking pot, the only one I have, fill it with water and put it on the stove. After discussing for a bit about how high we should set the heat, we opt to bring the water to a boil with the noodles already in. Now what? Do you know how long it takes?
The recipe said we have to wait until the water boils. Oh, wait, let me show you something. It should be ready once we come back.
Mara heads to the bathroom and comes back with a small plant in a pot.
Oh, it's so cute!
Where did you find that?
They taught me how to take care of plants back at the labs.
Where do you get the pot, though?
I stole it, but it was for a good cause.
Why would they teach you gardening?
I don't know, but they gave different lessons to each and every one of us.
How were the other androids?
My siblings? Well, I don't know. I didn't know them too well, but I know that some of them just went out for walks and chats, while others learned to use weapons.
Okay, that's concerning.
And then there were the ones that left the facility every week, but they never told us why.
Mara decides to check on the food. I can hear her yelling from the kitchen.
It's burning!
I quickly turn off the cooker and move the cooking pot away. Try to take the noodles out of the pot with a spoon, but fail miserably. With a spoon? We're not gonna survive. We're not cut out for life. They're stuck.
Well, we could still try to eat the noodles on top.
Grab whatever we can salvage and dump it in a strainer. Mara serves 2 plates. Cleaning up that pot is gonna be hell. We should just buy a new one. Better leave it soaking. That's it? Wait, completely plain? No sauce?
You don't have any cheese or tomato sauce? Your kitchen makes me sad.
We should have fucking ordered a pizza. Elaine always bought whatever ingredients she needed that day.
So you're going back to work tomorrow? Are you gonna be out all day?
Yeah, but I won't stay there for a whole day. They only pay me for 4 hours a day. I work more because I don't have anything else to do, but I'll come back as soon as my shift ends. Why do you continue to work if they aren't paying you? Sela, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, if you want something else to do, that's what fucking hobbies are for. You absolute buffoon. Don't give them free work. Come on. Girl, come on.
Aren't you afraid of being fired?
They haven't fired me yet. Doubt they ever will. And if they want to, then so be it.
When did you turn so callous?
I always have been, okay?
All right.
What in the world? Are they fucking spying on me? Dude? Rude? Have you seen anything strange? No, the android's acting quite normal. It seems that she's started to grow attached to Sela. That's good news then. I wouldn't be so sure. She's not a companion android. All these models can be unpredictable. Still, if she's not following her programming, then it means the project was a failure. Did you see the plant? What about that? There's something there. I know, it's interesting. Maybe the android simply considers Sela her safest way to survive. Doubt it. If only we could access the other ones. The boss said that we can't. We just need to keep watching for now. Understood. What the hell? What the shit? Wait, what? Why is this different? Log. 8 day play? What? Sela woke up yelling once again. Can I get the microphone signal? I'm on it.
Sela, did you have the same dream again? Are you okay?
I'm fine, don't worry about me. 6 days. Oh my god, the time is going so fast all of a sudden. What the fuck? Here. Sela cooked something for Mara. Guess Sela hasn't really changed. Do you think it might happen again? What happened over 10 years ago? It seems likely.
Did you make it for me?
Yeah, I thought it'd be fine if I did something once in a while.
Thank you. It's so yummy.
I'm glad you like it. 5. Oh, shit. Oh no. I've been talking to Yoko. I think I'll be able to fix your broken ear soon.
Are you sure? I don't want things to end up badly like last time.
Everything will be fine, I promise. Uh-oh. Nightmares again. Looks like she's waking up. Jesus, she's covered in sweat. Some nightmare. Mara's hugging her. They started when Mara arrived, but her medical records say that she stopped having them years ago. Interesting. What is it? It's interesting how Mara triggered this kind of response from Sela. Whatever, we have to meet her in an hour. We need to get ready. Let me go by myself today. I want to see if she's more relaxed that way. Are you sure? Yeah, just make sure that they let us patrol around. Get us like something boring. All right.